Good evening, everyone. It's your girl, Lauren Reed, right here on Water Ice Radio, and it's Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, so you already know what time it is. It is time for the Lauren Reed Live Show. Welcome back, everybody. We are here again. We had a crazy show last week. Shout out to the Chill Spot who was here. They had their premiere last Thursday, and you got to hear the replay of it, actually, on right here on Water Ice Radio on Sunday night from 6 to 8, so make sure you stay tuned to that. But tonight, we have a special guest in the building. We have the talented artist Mike, who did the Philly family portrait with all of our Philadelphia legends. He has a volume 1 and 2 of the picture. We're going to get into that because we have some questions about how the second inspiration came about.
Let's do it.
But he's going to stick around with me for the whole show. You know, we're going to talk about a couple of things, and then we're going to get into a jam-packed interview with him. But we have a special playlist tonight, everybody, because Mike is here in the building. I decided to get a little bit creative and went at the portrait and said, he has some heavy hitters on the music field here. So the playlist tonight is our Philly Family Portrait playlist. So everyone you will hear tonight has been featured in his picture. At least most of them has been featured in the picture. So we're going to start real quick by the legendary Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Happy birthday, by the way, to Will Smith. He just turned 50. He jumped out of he skydived out of a helicopter over the Grand Canyon, was it? I believe it was?
Yeah, over the Grand Canyon.
Over the Grand Canyon. It was absolutely crazy. I went back and watched the YouTube video. Have no idea how he did that, but his entire family was out there. Everybody was there, and it looked liberating. I wouldn't do it, but shout out to Will for doing that. So we're going to start with this song, The Brand New Funk, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. It's your girl, Lauren Reed, right here on Water Ice Radio. Don't go anywhere. And we are back, everyone. It's your girl, Lauren Reed, right here on Water Ice Radio. And again, we have a jam-packed show for you tonight. Have a very special guest in the building. I have the Philly Family graphic designer artist, Mike. He's in the building. He has way too much stuff going on right now. He's super busy. His DMs are jam-packed. Everybody is in them right now because of these beautiful portraits that he actually did. He actually has them here in the studio right now. Make sure you guys are checking out our Facebook Live. You'll be able to see them here. But, Mike, again, thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me.
We had to get you here because we were like, in a minute, we're not going to be able to catch him. So let's get him now.
Yeah.
Before you know it, he's not going to be able to come through. But we wanted to show you love because, of course, you're a Philly native.
Yes, sir.
And we wanted to, it was just like one day the post went up, and then before you knew it, it just kind of like went crazy, right? So we're going to definitely get into that part, but we have to take care of some business here on the show. Every week we do something here called a Ratchet Recap, where we talk about all different things that's going on in trending topics.
Let's do it.
So tonight we only have a couple stories. This young lady seems to, for some reason, keep popping up in the news, everybody. Miss Cardi B is back in the news. Yesterday she turned herself in. She has been, she's being charged with 2 misdemeanors for allegedly ordering a strip club attack. So a couple months back, it was alleged, we like to use that word around here, that she called her goons basically to go to the strip club to beat up these bartenders that work there because one of the young ladies is sleeping with her husband, Offset.
Wow.
So the young ladies pretty much filed charges against her, and she had to turn herself in yesterday. So it didn't look like it went too bad. She came out all smiles. The paparazzi was all out there. She was, beat for the guys. So my thoughts on this whole situation is that I don't necessarily know if Cardi just needs to go somewhere and sit down and just chill for a minute and enjoy fame and success, or it's just kind of like, I think people feed off of the negativity of the stuff about her, around her, because they feel like it's kind of like a part of who she is. But do you actually feel like at a certain point, regardless of where you're from and, she is allegedly gang related and stuff like that you change your image? Like, do you think it may be time for her to kind of, with all the success that she has, it's time to change her image? Not necessarily should be not saying she needs to be an angel. Right. But as far as like these type of allegations, do you think it's kind of like time for her to settle down?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, she got a platform that everybody's watching right now. She got so many people that look up to her to the point where, they follow and do everything she do. She fight, they gonna fight. Right. If she argue, they gonna argue. You know what I mean? So she hiring goons to like break down, some girl, whatever like that. That's like crazy.
Have Nikki tell her she's stopping people's bag because, these girls gotta make money too.
Listen, if I was Offset, I wouldn't cheat on her, nobody in her family, no nothing.
Because she crazy, right?
Crazy ain't the word.
Definitely out there, but I agree with you. I think that whether she wants to be or not, she is kind of like a public figure now, and people follow what she does. And, not necessarily that I want my 5-year-old or 10-year-old rather listen to Cardi B, but they are implementing things that are going on in the world and in society. So, we all the best to Cardi in this situation. I'm sure we'll hear more of it because it is going to trial. So we'll see what happens. So you watch Netflix?
Yes, I do.
All right. So have you heard that Netflix is reporting that they're going to start letting their viewers pick the ending of movies and shows?
What?
Yes. So they just came out to say that you're going to be able to choose your own adventure on the show. Wow. Do you watch Black Mirror?
No, I don't. I seen trailers for it, but I haven't got a chance to watch it.
Black Mirror is dope. It's deep. It's very like futuristic, different things. It's every episode is a different episode of different things that have happened.
Okay.
But they're going to trial it out with Black Mirror, where you're actually able to pick how the flow of the story goes. So a lot of people are really, really excited about it. It'll be very interactive. They already have some kids shows that are like that. So the kids can pick their adventure of how, the story plays out. But they want to give it a spin for adults to be able to do it.
I think that's so hot because I'll be saying this all the time. Give me my chance to say something like, I want to make a movie like to the point where I'm like, yo, why did they do that? I'd be so mad. I'm like, if they ask me for my input, the movie would be way better.
Can you think of a show or a movie that you would like the ending to be different?
Avengers.
What, the last
listen,
one?
Man, I wanted the I wasn't. I'm a crybaby first of all when I watch movies. Like I literally cry. Like I be weeping like a 2-year-old.
Like you need Kleenex?
Listen, I need something. I need a blanket. Like I be going in. So when I seen Avengers and Black Panther died, I was like, oh my goodness.
But all right, so. I'm not like a Marvel. Like I haven't seen all of them and stuff like that. But I did go to the movies to see it. I'm sure it's gonna be another one.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be another one. But it's like we in limbo right now. So
I don't
it's
think
like
T'Challa is dead. I don't think we don't know.
He better not be. I'm like Wakanda forever. Nah, 2 months, right?
I will say this. I was highly upset at the movies as well. So I was like, what is going on here?
Killed my man.
It was crazy. So you would have definitely picked a different ending for that.
I think so.
This weekend, I watched a couple things on Netflix, and Sanaa Lathan has a new movie on there called Napoli Ever After.
Wow.
And I would definitely have picked a different ending for her in that movie. So I think it's cool that it's going to give everyone an opportunity to kind of like do their own thing. Again, they're just testing it out. So we'll see more of what comes of this. Anything else you're watching on Netflix right now?
Yo, I'm a kid at heart. So I'll be watching like Next Gen.
Okay.
I've been watching Troll Hunter.
I don't even know what that is.
Listen, because I'm a superhero like geek.
Okay.
So like if anything with power superheroes, I'm for it.
So you're gonna go see Venom? Venom is about to come out, right?
Yeah, I got my ticket. I was hesitant of buying it because I feel like it's gonna be trash, but
really?
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a waste of time. But I want to see that waste of time and see if it.
Is this the first time they're ever doing a movie for Venom?
No, Venom was actually featured like when I was in high school, maybe like 2007. But it was like a bad feature in Spider-Man's movie. It was like terrible. So I feel like they're gonna justify what they should have done back then.
Okay.
But I don't feel like it's gonna get the weight it deserves for this one.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not. I probably won't go. I probably won't go see Venom, but I am on my Netflix kick, and I just finished season 2 of Ozark.
I heard about this show.
You have to watch Ozark. It's absolutely crazy. The writing is incredible. You'll love it. Trust me, you'll love it. Get out your kid bag for a quick second. Yeah. Switch over.
I got you.
You'll really, really, really enjoy this. All right, so last but not least, didn't really kind of sort of want to get into it, but everyone's talking about it. SNL premiered Sunday night, and Kanye West was on it. And here we go again, Kanye West with his antics. So from that, Kanye West just recently went on TMZ the other day, and he was talking about finishing his album in Africa. So he's going to go, I guess, stay in Africa for about, 2-3 weeks, maybe like a month. They say it's probably not going to come out until December. He said he needs to feel the soil, feel the roots and stuff like that. kind of contradicting to kind of sort of what's going on, because he just recently said that he was bullied on the set of SNL for wearing his Make America Great Again hat. Chris Rock was actually there in the audience, and the audience was actually booing him during his like rant at the end of the show. That they didn't show the whole end of it. So, in your opinion, do you feel like Kanye is playing the victim, or do we think Kanye really needs some help?
I think Kanye, he needs some help, man. I was just talking about this on the way here. I'm like, yo, how do you get from college dropout to this Madhouse Dennis Rodman, type of guy, And it's like, well, how do you make that transition? I know you had some traumas, some traumatic events in your life, but life is all about maintaining and keep pushing.
Yes.
So it's like, how did you allow yourself to like fall into that place where you never got out?
What they call it, that
sunken place, man. That boy is deep. You know?
He's like, even listening to him talk now for me is hard, because it's almost like he's going in circles. Right. And I'm like, yo, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
but he seems very passionate when he wants to talk about how great Donald Trump is, and how we need to abolish the 13th Amendment and different things of that nature. It's just all, to me, is too contrived, and I actually don't think that Kanye is really going through a mental breakdown. I think this is Kanye being Kanye and exploiting himself and needing more attention. Right. He does say some off the wall things, but look at what's happening. He gets us talking about the things that he's saying that are off the wall. But he needs to get off the Trump bandwagon for sure.
Listen, man, everything he do go viral. It's like
everything he does goes viral, and the Trump thing is just getting a little bit out of hand. So remember, guys, in November, make sure you go out and vote. This whole election is going to be very, very, very important about the seats in the House, and we kind of need to take that. We need to take that back, because the way things are going. It won't look pretty going for the rest of maybe the next 3 years with him in office if we don't change some things around. I wish Kanye would get himself together. Like everybody said, we missed the old Kanye. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'm not really looking forward to a new album. I actually think people are kind of like over it, really. Like the last album to me was garbage. I don't know how you feel about it, and he has another one coming right back to back. So.
I mean, I don't know what a trip to Africa is going to do for the man. I feel like he's going to come back light skinned or something.
No, again, I think Kanye is just doing too much. And he is just trying to, get everybody to drawn in and pulled into what is kind of sort of like going on and what he has to say. But we'll see what happens. I'm sure he'll come out with another rant within the next couple months in regards to, that's what it was. He actually said that he wants Kaepernick and Donald Trump to actually sit down and have a meeting of the minds together to see how they can kind of like squash, quote unquote, the beef that they're having. I'm pretty sure that Cap is going to deny that visit to the White House. So we'll see what happens. Let's put a post-it note on that one. Sorry, everybody. There you have it. That is the Retro Recap for tonight. Again, make sure that you stay tuned in to the show, because coming up, we have our interview with the Philly family of graphic designer office, Mike. He's here in the building. I have so many questions about how you got inspired and how you came up with this. But I want to get some more songs on our playlist tonight. The Roots, you actually just said that Black Thought hit you up on Mont Lamarck's Hills post, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll get into it a bit more. We got The Roots with Break You Off, actually featuring Music, who also is in this portrait as well in the first one. All right, everybody, it's your girl Lauren Ree right here on Water Ice Radio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We are back, everybody. It's your girl Lauren Ree right here on Water Ice Radio, and it's time for the Let's Talk About It topic of the hour. Let's talk about it. We have Mike here in the building. He is the creator and the artist for the Philly family photos that you can see right here live right now on our Instagram page and also on our Facebook Live. All right, Mike, so let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
First off, we did see that on your Instagram page.
Finally met Meek.
You finally met Meek. You got to meet him. But let's start from the beginning. So you are a Philly native. What part of Philly are you from?
I grew up in North Philly, Nicetown area.
Okay. So how did you really get your start? How did you start creating and being an artist?
So I started when I was real young. I started in second and third grade. I started drawing Dragon Ball Z characters. It was just my passion. I always drew my favorite cartoon characters. And from there, man, I just wanted to grow as an artist. So it's like my story is like it's deep to the point where like everything that got me better, it happened just before like something bad happened. So I grew as an artist when I was in a car accident.
Okay.
I was struck by a vehicle that was being chased by the cops.
Oh no.
He spun out, hit me, broke both my legs, and then when I was bedridden for like a year, and while I was like on the bed, like only thing that worked was my hands. So all I did was just draw. And next thing you know, I just got good, and I just eventually just came across the pen and pad, the actual laptop, and just started working ever since.
So from that, mostly like how did that mostly your, I guess I would say like not necessarily your downfalls, but different things that have happened in your life been your inspiration for some of your work?
Yeah, I mean a lot of traumatic events. Like just before I made this Philly pick, I actually was playing basketball, and I was playing basketball, and I popped my knee out of place.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so like I was home for a month, and while I was home, I was like, let me just do this, because I got plenty of time now. So I was like, because I had the idea for months, and I was like, let me finally do it.
So before you got injured, how did you come up with the concept and the idea for this?
I mean, I was just thinking, I was like, man, nobody has ever done a Philly pick where they collaborated, when they incorporated everybody in one. And at the same time, man, I was like, yo, this would be so cool if everybody was to come together. And I'm like, man, that's unlikely. So let me do it for him. So after the day, I was like, man, let me do this. And I saw the picture with Will Smith and Kevin Hart together.
Okay.
I was like, yo, now I have to do it because they're coming together. So I think that if I was to create this piece, that might spark some other ideas.
So a piece, well, let's talk about this actual piece. How long did it take you to finish this one?
So it took me about a month. So
okay.
like it took me about a month on and off because I started it just before July, and when I got injured, that's when I finished it up in July. So it took me about a month on and off.
Took about a month on and off. Okay, so when you think about some of your Philadelphia heroes, who comes to mind first?
Will Smith.
Really?
Will Smith is the man. I can't even watch his Instagram posts. He's so cool, man. I'm like, it's too much for me. Like, I cannot do it.
So what has he inspired you in any point in time? Was it maybe his in the beginning stages? Was it more like the Fresh Prince stages, or when he started to grow a little bit more and get into movies and acting and different things?
It's really all the above.
Okay.
I mean, just to being from Philly, period. We know how hard this city is. And for anybody to rise above, the highs of heights out the city,
right?
You gotta
out, right?
It's inspirational. So it's like, whoa, to have his personality and to have his skill and his mindset, he gives back by spreading, giving us great movies and great inspiration. So I feel like, man, he definitely deserves my top 3. That's why I have to put him in the front.
Okay.
Because he's just the man.
Any 2 more out of your top 3?
I mean, listen, Meek Mill and Kevin Hart. Meek Mill. Listen, I remember growing up watching this dude, YouTube videos, and this dude had the nappy braids.
Nappy braids, Meek, right?
And I had my nappy braids with him. So I felt like, man, this dude, I seen this dude struggle. And for him to come out where he came out, I feel like anybody can do it. So I feel like he the next Philly hero.
And so Kevin Hart, you mentioned Kevin Hart. He's kind of like also been in the news a lot lately in regards to speaking out in regards to people a lot of people were saying different things about like Tiffany Haddish, and he's been talking about people saying you had your time, you had your opportunities to make it big.
Right.
Do you think that Kevin has paved the way and has actually put people on, and especially from the city?
Has he paved the way? I know he has the Plastic Cup Boys.
Okay.
I mean, he has this team that he tried to put on. I know they probably did
his entire team that he kind of runs with is from Philly for the most part.
I think so.
Like Spank and all of them. They're always normally most of them open up for him and during those shows that he's on. So I've seen that. So he's also been one of your inspirations as well. Oh
yeah, I mean he's from. I grew up in Nicetown. He's from Erie Ave, so it's like right next door. So definitely, man, if you come from the same streets I came from, I mean it's definitely inspirational. I'm trying to get to the same level.
So other than celebrity-wise, when you are working, who inspires you? Like, do you have family, friends? Are you inspired by them?
Yeah, my man Justin right here. I mean, he definitely put in work, and definitely seeing him growing. Because I wasn't even doing art. Because I was trying to, all the ideas I had, I would give it to him.
Wow.
And he wasn't doing it. And I'm like, every idea I give it to him, I'm like, yo, you should do this, you should do that. He would not do it. He would not do it. I'm like, why won't you do
in
it?
The studio, everybody.
He don't respect the ideas.
So have you turned those ideas around that you've given to him into your own creations?
the first big idea that I gave to him, I went to go see Star Wars.
Okay.
And I was like, y'all called and I said, yo, it would be so dope if you see Darth Vader cutting Big Daddy Kane's hair with the lightsaber. So he was like, no. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I did it. And when I did it, Big Daddy Kane shouted me out. He saw it and reposted it and shouted me out. And that was like the spark for everything.
So when it sounds like you're a little bit of a homebody, a little bit. You said that you kind of like stay in, do your thing. What's the kind of vibe that you create around you when you're getting ready to create? Like, you got to have certain music playing, not a lot of people around.
Music and TV distracts me. Oh, my goodness. Really? Like, I'll put on a TV show, and I won't even work. I'm like, I have to turn it off. So I really just need peace and quiet. I might throw on my headphones. Okay. And but it really is distracting because I'm so into the movie that I've seen a dozen times. Right. And I'm like waiting for something new to happen in the movie that I already seen. But at the same time, I'm so distracted. So I really just need peace and quiet and just, some R&R. Cool.
So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we have some more questions for you.
Let's do it.
Right. Coming up right now, we have Jasmine Sullivan. She's also in the first picture. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right there. This is Bust Your Windows. And then next we have Cassidy with I'm a Hustler. This is the remix with Mary J. Blige. It's your girl, Lauren Reed, right here on What Ice Radio. Please don't go anywhere, everybody. We are back, everybody. It's your girl, Lauren Reed, right here on What Ice Radio. And we are still knee-deep into our interview with the graphic designer, Mike, who did the Philly family portraits, 2 versions of it, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Actually, my next question for you, Mike, is how did you kind of sort of take a little bit of the criticism when people were like, oh, how did you forget this person? How could he forget that person?
Right. Yo, I was loving those comments. I was loving it because I don't know why. I love controversy. It's like almost like that good gossip, that sticky gossip. It's almost like I just love it, man. Because for a long time, where you never been mentioned, and you always see like people like saying bad stuff about other people or other people's product. Right. It's like now you on that side when people talking about you. It's like the funniest thing to me. But I was enjoying it, man. Plus, I was taking it as advice, even though it was kind of like, yo, how could you do this? I had dudes DMing me like, you ain't got no talent. I'm like, what in the world?
Wow, because you miss people?
Yeah, because I miss people, yes. I had dudes really saying some crazy stuff, but I was like, yo, that's love because this is my mindset. If it's almost like a kid who couldn't play sports. If he tried his best, nobody would get mad. Right. But if he could do better, then everybody would get upset.
It kind of takes me back to the Will Smith post when he reposted it. Yeah. He was like, he's missing a couple people, but I know there's going to be a second version coming up. Like, that's a different way to approach it. Like, all right, so you're going to do another one, right?
God had to.
And then so did you already have a second one in mind before even that criticism came about?
Yo, I was like, no, I'm not doing no second one. I'm like, you know how long this one took me?
You did this one fairly fast, though.
Yo, when I said I didn't sleep, I'm surprised I survived because like I didn't sleep at all. Like once they told me Jill Scott is not in it, I said, oh my goodness.
Because you would have definitely had her in the first one.
I would have definitely had her in the first. I was so excited. Right. To the point when I finished it, when I thought I finished it, I was like, I have to post this right now. I was so hyped. And
it looks like the second one would have took you longer because there's way more people in the second one. Because you like, look, I'm doing this last one. There's not going to be a third. So how long approximately did the second one take you, if you know?
The second one took me about 2 weeks with no sleep, no nothing. Like, because Fox News hit me up and they said, we want to, reveal part 2 on live. So I was like, I have to take advantage of this. Right. So I was like, no sleep, no nothing. Like, and I just did it, and it allowed me it created avenues for me. So.
Yeah, my mom was a little heated about the Frankie Beverly in the first one. Shout out to my mom. Frankie Beverly is a staple in Philly, especially for the old heads. So you definitely got him in the second one. Let's talk about some of the people who have hit you up, in regards to both of them. Any of the people that you've done, have they shout you out, sent any messages to you?
I had Wallow reached out to me. Okay. He wanted like a personal piece done. I had Patty Jackson reach out to me. She allowed me to meet Patty LaBelle.
Nice.
I had.
How was that?
Patty LaBelle. She's the sweetest lady. She actually popped me in my cheek. Because I talked to her on the phone, and she was like, everybody's missing except me. And we was laughing. And then when I finally got to meet her, you know, she's like, she popped me in my cheek. She said, you know, I'm going to get you right. You know I had to get you. And I was like, we were just laughing.
Were you able to give her a
I gave it to her backstage at the concert. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about, there was a little controversy. I saw tons of people saying that you should have took Bill Cosby out. Amidst to all of the things that are going on with him right now. How do you kind of sort of feel about that? Because then I saw you put Lil Bill up there. Even so, you know, he got a little like 2 shout outs.
Listen,
technically.
Man, shout out to Bill Cosby. Listen, despite what he's going on right now, you know, he's definitely a Philly icon, you know, and that's what I wanted to represent. Like I wanted to honor the man from the past, not what he's doing. What the light is like, you know, what he's doing now, what he's known for now, but definitely the man of the past. And I didn't want to like, you know, get all political, like I'm here to make a statement. Nah, I'm just here to honor this man, what he's done for us. Because at the end of the day, he has put in some work for the city. And I didn't want to leave him out. And I felt like it was disrespectful to leave him out.
Eagles players in the second one, of course, Kevin Bacon in this one as well. Phyllis Hyman. How did you get, who told you about that, to put Phyllis Hyman in there?
Shout out to Charlie Mack. Charlie Mack went on, I think it was Will Smith's, either Will Smith's or Kevin Hart post, and he gave this long book.
List of people?
This long list of people.
Okay.
And I really took that list and I just followed it. And I took the criticism, like the people that's on my page, they was like, you should put this, you should put this. So I took everybody's advice. And of course I couldn't add everybody's, like his whole list I couldn't add. If I would have kept adding, I would have never been done. But I had to take Charlie Mack's list and everybody else's list to create part 2.
DJ Drama, I see in the second one. Lisa Left Eye Lopez, of course. I love how you have the ladies sitting in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Pink, a lot of people forget that Pink is from the area as well.
Yes, definitely.
Kenny Gamble is there. Who was the right behind Nate Morris from Boyz II Men? Who is
that? Is Coltrane. Everybody asked me that. It's like, yo, you got to put a saxophone.
No. I know Coltrane, the white lady.
Oh, that's Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly is from
Grace Kelly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay. PNB Rock, of course, Patty Jackson, can't forget her. I mean, I think you've pretty much covered it at this point. You got Q Deezy in the back, of course. I think you've covered it. I think you've done a good job. Teddy Pendergrass, Boyz II Men. Wait, you can't do Boyz II Men without Mike.
Listen, if you Google Boyz II Men, you only see 3. But you know what I'm actually going to do?
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm not doing a part 3.
Okay.
But I am going to do a 2.5 where I'm going to put part 1, the people in part 1 and the people in part 2, and I'm going to put them together.
Okay.
And I'm going to call it the whole family.
So it's going to be a bigger portrait.
It's going to be a bigger portrait, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And this time, I'm going to add a few more people, but not like a whole another list, but definitely a few more. It might be 5 to 10 people, but definitely going to put them all together and add some more.
So
more
there is so many places in the city that you could have put all these legends in front of. How did you come up with where you decided to have these locations? I mean, the Rocky Steps, of course.
Listen, that's iconic, man. You know, almost everybody's favorite boxing movie is Rocky.
Right.
And everybody's favorite part in Rocky is those steps. You know, people all around the world, even if they don't come to the art museum, they're walking up a long tower of steps just to, you know, relive what happened in the movie. So had to go with that first background. And then the second one, I was like, you know what? Let me do a mixture, because who doesn't love Max's and who doesn't love to go to Love Park? So I had to incorporate that in the background on the second one. And then for the I don't want to call it the part 3, but for the next one, I'm not sure where I'm going to like put the background, where I'm going to put everybody. I'm thinking about just putting right back in the art museum.
Okay.
Because it's so iconic. But
you can actually put more people on this. You got more steps left.
It's got more steps. I definitely can.
People there. Definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. So you got Max's up here. So is that your favorite cheesesteak spot?
I mean, it's one of my favorite cheesesteak spots. But really, the best cheesesteak spots is the hood, man. It's the Poppy stores. Come on, man. You got to go to a Poppy store. That's the best cheesesteaks. Everybody else. Geno's.
No.
Listen, I don't like Gino. I don't like Geno's.
I feel like those are the tourist spots to go get a cheesesteak.
Listen, they don't even use salt, pepper, ketchup.
I was just I like D'Alessandro's. I was just in that area not too long ago, and they what is it? D'Alessandro's and there's Chubby's across the street. Three what? You get fries.
What? Well, the Poppy store like $2.50 or $3.50, right?
That's what I'm saying. You get everything at the Poppy store.
Yeah.
That is very true. They are the best cheesesteaks. All right, so
what?
Other than these two portraits, the Philly family portraits, what is one of your favorite pieces that you've done thus far?
So I'm actually wearing it right now. It's my Mike shirt. This is like, I don't think I can do anything.
Get a picture of that.
I don't think I can do anything to top this one.
So that is a Michael Jackson, but on a Jordan body, correct?
Yep. It's Michael Jackson,
That's
Michael
dope.
Jordan, and Tyson.
And Tyson. Oh,
so the glove right there.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yep.
That's dope. So what does it say? Oh, it says Jordan Jackson Mike. Okay, yep. I got you.
Yo, it's
I get
like,
it.
if I can wear this every day, I would wear it every day. Like this is my favorite. I don't think I could do anything to top it, man. Like anything. And this piece and my Drake. What? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you have, what is the piece that, I know this has gotten a lot of attention. Mm-hmm. Other than the family portrait, has another piece that is getting a lot of attention from, once people are now going onto your site and they're seeing other things, any other pieces getting a lot of attention?
Yeah, it's a few pieces. My second favorite piece is the Dragon Ball Z inspired one. It's the Philly Fusion.
Okay.
Where it's like you have Will Smith and Meek Mill's doing a dance from the cartoon, so you gotta be almost a fan to understand it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's one of my favorite pieces, and then after that, I have like controversial pieces that always get some type of attention. But like one is the Birth of a Nation one. It's the one where
is it a boxing ring? It looks.
Nah, so it's like it's a slave master pulling a flag from a womb, a slave's womb.
Oh wow!
So it's like the slave was giving birth to the flag. It's almost like saying America was birthed by slaves, but it was pulled out by slave masters.
Got you.
And so it's like that piece is like very like powerful to some people. I had people cry looking at that piece, and it just like it's crazy.
So if there was one person that could reach out to you to say, "Hey, I really want you to do a piece for me," and you would jump right on and get to it, who would you want to do a piece for?
You gotta go to my man, Will Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, but pretty much, if Obama asked me to do something, I gotta do it for him.
It's kind of like a given, right?
Yeah, you got to, man. You quit your job just for the opportunity.
Definitely. So what about your any next pieces coming up? Can you give us kind of like a sneak peek at anything that you're working on?
So when I drop this, everybody been asking me to do other cities.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually working on LA right now.
Nice.
And LA, I committed myself to doing like a lot of people. I'm not gonna say the number because I might drop out of that number.
I got you.
But yeah, I'm definitely committed to do a lot for LA. And I can say this, I'm gonna actually have LeBron in it, and I'm gonna have LeBron doing something. I'm gonna make a prediction for LeBron. So he has in the picture, he's gonna be holding up 4 rings, championship rings.
Okay.
So it's gonna be kind of cool, man, to put that out there and to make that prediction and see how LA might react to it. I'm hoping that this picture would fly me out to LA because I had people like shows in LA reach out to me and stuff like that. So hopefully I can get flown out there for free if I do this picture. And,
hold that thought because we want to know some other stuff that you may have coming up, maybe any shows or anything like that. But we're really quick going to go to Freeway with Beanie and Jay-Z with What We Do. It's your girl Lauren Reed right here on What Ice Radio. We are back, everyone. It's your girl Lauren Reed right here on What Ice Radio. I have the graphic designer artist Mike here in the building. He is a creator of the Philly family portrait. He has 2 versions of it, and it's completely much just blasted off on the internet. Everyone loves it. He's been getting so much love from people from Philly in regards to it and all over the country. What do you have coming up, Mike? Do you have like any shows or anything that you're doing, like maybe like an art show or anything? Yeah,
so like next Wednesday, October 10th, I'm actually having a show at the Trocadero Theater.
Nice.
I'm actually going to be participating with raw artists. So it's going to be like hundreds of people there, like hundreds. And it's going to be like massive. I mean, you got to come out. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be live performances. It's going to be artwork everywhere throughout the whole entire building. It's going to be fashion models, just the whole nine. And it's definitely a spot to really come through and experience.
Are you going to be able to purchase any of your things there at this event?
Most definitely. I'm gonna have these two pictures available for purchase, and I have my other art is available as well. And if nobody can like afford this, I have smaller versions, smaller prints.
Okay.
And next thing you know, I could just make an impact doing that.
So we always like to ask. I mean, this is the most cliche question, but where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, right? But
Hollywood.
but listen, it's a real question. What do you want to be really next for you? Like the next big thing? Where would you like to be?
Yo, I have like so many ideas. Like I have ideas for Nike. Like I have ideas for film. I have ideas for Spike Lee. I have so many ideas for brands. Mm-hmm. It's just so much running through my mind right now. And
so it's kind of like your name on Instagram more than Mike. Then
it's more than myself, man. So it's just like I really want to do so much, and I want to pull people up because like I grew up in a bad neighborhood. Like I got friends who doing life, mm-hmm. and I got friends who weren't living. So it's like, man, if I can go up and eventually pull some of those people out of that has potential, that want to grow,
absolutely,
man, that's going to be like amazing. So if I come up, I know my city comes up. So hopefully, man, and I believe it's going to happen soon, to the point where I could just make a lot of things happen for myself and for my community. So
it's definitely going to happen. This is like you said behind the scenes that you've only been doing this really for like a year.
I've been doing this. I started November 2017.
So to have something like this explode in just a year of you actually really getting into this is just a short of a blueprint of where it's going to go to next. So we salute you here at the show.
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate you coming on again. We definitely want to check you out at your event at the Trocadero. Tell the people one more time when the date and what time.
So it's October 10th at the Trocadero Theater. It's in Chinatown, Philadelphia. It starts at 7 p.m. and it's over at 11 p.m.
Okay. And do you have to get tickets or?
Yeah, so the tickets, if you go to rawartist.org and you go to the Trocadero event on October 10th, you can search my name and buy tickets for the event under my name.
Cool, nice. And where can people follow you on Instagram, social media?
So I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at More Than Mike D.
Okay, cool. And last but certainly not least, where can they purchase your stuff?
So you can go to my website at www.bymiked. That's BYMIKED.com.
Nice. All right, so I've seen a couple crazy pieces on there, everybody. So let's go out. Let's support Mike. We know there's going to be a Philly Family Portrait 2.5 coming up too. So we'll be looking forward to that. The What Ice family will definitely come out and represent at the Trocadero. I'm going to show you some love. Maybe get some prints. Are you going to have clothing there too?
Yeah, I'm going to have a few shirts there. I'm going to have the Philly Family shirts available. Okay. And I'm going to have my Like Mikes and a few other pieces available.
Nice. Love it. All right, everybody, that is it for the show tonight. Make sure you guys are tuned back in next week. We'll have another guest for you. And hopefully Jay will be back in the building as well. He had to take care of some business this week. But shout out to all the other shows that are on Water Ice Radio right now. We have the Drop Night Show. We have Weird is the New Black with Mike Beyond. And we got some new stuff coming up for you guys that you're going to be really, 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 really excited about. All right, everybody, it's your girl Lauren Reed. And never, ever forget, not all superheroes wear capes, but sometimes they wear headphones. Peace.
Let's do it.